The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views or ideas of the staff or management of KWSH or the 110 Broadcast Group.
Good morning, everyone. It's Jay. Boy, I can't talk. Oh, you're getting all tripped up here. I'm getting run in. I'm here once again with the legendary Dennis Burton and the legendary Jeremy FULTZ. And back in studio, we also have with us Mark. Mark, come over here and get your mug in real quick. Yep, busted. Get your mug in. Come around here real quick. Tell us a little bit where you were at last week.
The camera.
He's putting his chair down like he's going to stay for 5 minutes. No, you only get like 1 minute, so go.
It was good.
Yeah. I was gone. I
we
wasn't here.
Yeah, Mark's been on vacation, and sometime rolls around. It's one of the things we get the chance to do, get out and look around, do some great wonderful things. Where was you at last week?
Choctaw, Mississippi, reservation in Mississippi.
What'd you do? What'd you see? What happened?
So it's the World Series of Stickball. It takes place every year, every July, and so that's my home. That's my home homeland. So went down there and did a little filming with the Standing Pond community. One of the teams out there, kind of showcasing the origin of their team, how their journey to where they're at now. Followed them for a little bit, and just the history of stickball.
Man, that's cool. That's got to be a great feeling down there. Seeing all that. How many different teams? How many different divisions did you see? And what was representative of Oklahoma?
Yeah, one from Oklahoma. Tuskahoma goes down there. They send a men's team, and then they send a women's team. And there's a 35 and over team as well, which I'm on the roster. I didn't get to play because I was filming, so still waiting for my jersey for that one. But so they'll send Tuskahoma. Chickasaws will actually send a team too. But this year, they didn't because of COVID, so they kind of held back on that. So a lot of Chickasaw players jumped onto the teams, so they was well represented.
Well, we can look forward to seeing some of that footage, I'm sure, soon. And if you don't follow Mark, check him out on social media. He's got his own sites. What's your sites there, Mark?
So Facebook, Digital Feathered Media, and Instagram, and for my other production companies, Native Boy Productions, also on digital on Facebook and Instagram.
Right on. Got to get a little plug in. Okay. No, but thank you. Glad you're back. We got also Coda over there. I'm watching Coda. Mark Sung. He's over there. That guy. He is one cool cat. If you ever get a chance to see Mark's social media feeds, and you'll see Coda. I always just get I like that storytelling. I like the storytelling that Mark does with his young boy. And speaking of young boys, we got Jeremy FULTZ here. Jeremy, I didn't give you a chance to chime in. How are you?
I wish I was young, Bo.
I wish I was Delaney Pinnock young, really. Man.
Just give me that decade back and I'll be good.
I know, right? That's a decade. Well, for me, 2 decades. So, we'll take it. Ooh. How's your weekend?
Oh, pretty good. Went out to, where'd we go? Peach Ground this weekend. And went out and saw the Hooktabunga, the ribbon dance out there. And Saturday, what happened Saturday? I had to be in the city on Saturday. And so... Yeah, that was about it. Sunday, kind of took a day off from everything and getting my hookty prepared to go to cheerleading camp this week. First time away from staying overnight that isn't with a family member. So we'll see how that goes. I'm expecting to call the first night, but hopefully we can make it 2 nights and be okay. So.
I know how that feeling is. I remember many years back, my wife went to Falls Creek as a young youth with Spring Church back in the day. And, she called like one 1 hour after getting there. What's needed that first ride back, and so she was brought back by some good friends of ours.
Man, I don't know if Falls Creek had phones when I started going.
Yeah. But yeah, we made 2 trips on I had a chance to spend some time with my Oto, Missouri family, and I seen you down at Peach Ground, and then went to spend some time with them. And not much is known too much in our area, but I'm a member of the Kiowa Gourd clan as well. My grandpa and I was adopted into the Kiowas many years ago, and so the Kiowas and the Otos share some songs, some gourd dance songs, and so I was able to go to the Oto, Missouri area and listen to that, as they were the host gourd clan down there. So it was a pretty good time, and turn around, come back this way, and then turn around the next day, and I got a daughter that's up there. She was getting looked at by college up in Kansas, so 2 trips, so my shoulder's tired. But
man, that's a small world, because I've done some work with the Kiowa Black Leggings Society.
Yeah.
And I think they do their powwow coming up in the fall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's good people. I mean, we got relatives all over, and it's good to make these connections throughout Indian country, and just all be one Estajati group, just moving forward in things and sovereignty. And kind of brings me up to sovereignty. I'm looking at the Seminole Producer right now. If you haven't got a chance to see it, it's right there in front of you, but I just kind of want to touch base on that a little bit. But the headline today reads, county contract with Seminole Nation falls through. I did get questions over the weekend. I had a posting that was up. It was the public notice announcement of the meeting that was being held, and it was a county commissioners meeting on Monday. And it was a point of information that was put up there, and it had the Seminole Nation listing on there. So the meeting itself was one that was probably going to go into executive session. Not really sure how that went, as I wasn't here Monday. But it did have Seminole Nation information on it, so it was as a public meeting. If anybody wanted to attend, they can go to it and attend to it. But some of the remarks I've seen on social media, that's what it was about. Just to kind of let you know, it was just an open forum public meeting, just letting you know. Well, come to today's Seminole Producer paper. We have a story that was written by the city editor, Bob Mountain, talking about the Seminole Nation contract falling through. And again, this is what I can say. It's not it's not anything, a scare tactic or anything. The chief county sheriff, he does go on to say he does not, but he does not want. Let me read verbatim here real quick. Chief Shannon Smith stressed that he does not want it to appear that Seminole County is refusing to house any prisoners, but he is extremely concerned about the liability he would assume housing Seminole tribal members without the proposed contract. So again, these are some uncertainties that the Seminole County Sheriff's Department and commissioners may have regarding McGirt. Seminole Nation, I can assure you, is handling our business. Things the sky is not falling. Things are happening. Things are being made so that nobody would fall through. It includes all tribal members and anyone that's affiliated with the Seminole Nation. Again, we've had a lot of news that's going on about the sky is falling, and it's not so. People are handling their business. Internally, concerns are being handled within our own bands. So that's why we're always encouraging everybody, go to your band meeting, go to the band chiefs meeting, excuse me, and make sure that you're involved and informed on these things, because I know last night there was a band chiefs meeting that was held. Not a lot of information was put out, as they did not meet a quorum, so it was more of a discussion point. But a lot of the times during these discussions, a lot of good information and a lot of good solutions it can come about. So once again, just in order to move forward, and just stay in contact with your bands. Social media has a way of making things not what it appears to seem to be, and trust is gained through participation and active participation. So we just encourage you to go out and contact your band representatives and band members. Stay in contact. That's all we have to say about that.
Well, I do have a little addendum to that, Bo. So Mr. David Frank sent over a kind of goes along with the government.
Start off with that.
And so the Seminole Nation Assistant Chief Runoff Forum, Mr. Brian Palmer and Mr. Anthony Buddy Wood are the two assistant chief candidates that's going to be vying for assistant chief. And there's going to be a forum at Seminole State College, the Jeff Johnston Fine Arts Theater, Friday, July 30th. 2021 at 7 p.m. and it's going to be hosted by David's on the Facebook group Muskogee. So make sure if you have any questions, you can get in contact with David Frank. But Friday, July 30th, and I think the past forums that he's been involved with, they've been online either by Facebook, and so I'm sure this one will make its way somewhere on there.
Yeah. Yeah, again, those are points of information for everybody. Attend them, and if you can't see them, then check online, because we'll definitely have some involvement in making sure that those things are broadcast out and everybody gets an opportunity to see those things. As we begin each program on the informational front, with the information notwithstanding, we'll begin this program with a moment of silence in honor of those that we lost and those that walked on, and those that are grieving, and services that are happening, and just anyone that needs in general prayer. At this time, we just lift you up. Mado. We got some information here. Got some flyers. Got a bunch of flyers. Dennis always says, I like it when you bring me a lot of flyers, man. I got a lot of wood right here. A lot of wood. All right, so let's get started with let's get Buddy Wood. I got a lot of Buddy Wood, yeah. And Brian Palmer. So, what you got there, Jeremy?
You want to start off with the in need of food. So this is going to be for the Oklahoma City area, or if you travel to Oklahoma City, the Oklahoma City Indian Clinic has many resources available to you and your family for food assistance. For more information, please contact Oklahoma City Indian Clinic Social Services Team at 405-948-4900, extension 249, or 662, or 660, or no, that's all. OKC, the Indian Clinic up there, I am a patient there. I don't know if I'm breaking my own HIPAA, but I am a patient there, and we're going through a healthy heart course for the next 2 months or 3 months.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. So I'm trying to stay healthy, and Oklahoma City Indian Clinic always offering good programs. I know they do one for kids that try to help prevent diabetes, and so if you're in the Oklahoma City area, you're probably hearing this on the Facebook playback. Check them out. It's not a bad place.
Good.
My dietitian's from Wewoka too, of all places. Yeah.
Wow. Let's see. And speaking of that, we got some information regarding some of the new challenge for employees. Actually, and when this is done, I'm going to hook Mark up here in a little bit.
All right, so the Seminole Nation Fitness Challenge, and it's a cash prize, so $15 per person, cash only. So they'll take taxes out, I'm assuming. I don't know about it. But includes tribal and non-tribal teams of 2. One team member must be a current Seminole Nation of Oklahoma employee. The team with the most body fat percentage loss combined wins total cash accumulated. So, depending on how much pounds you lose versus how much you weigh, then if you lose the most percentage, then you win. The team with the most weight loss combined will also receive a separate prize. You can register at Jafigny Wellness Center. You must weigh in and pay by August 13th to enter. It looks like that might be the weekend that I'm going to be out. So I might have to weigh in the week before. So the contest begins August the 16th and it ends December 16th. So that's 4 months trying to lose weight. So there are some early favorites in this contest, I must say. There is a team name that has yet to be officially announced.
Wait, is this a new scoop? Is this a scoop?
This is a breaking news update. the team of Mr. Mark Williams and Jeremy FULTZ are the early favorites because I think we're the only ones that know that we're actually entered right now.
Wow.
So that's going to be Mark Williams and Jeremy FULTZ. This is the team to beat, y'all. The team to beat.
That gauntlet is thrown down. That gauntlet is thrown down.
So if you want to lose your 15, you can either give it to me now or give it to me in December. So, however, for questions, you may call 405-584-8076 or 405-234-5246 or email dakotafish, fish.d@sno-nsn.gov or Keisha Wilborn at wellborn.k@sno-nsn.gov. Seminole Nation Diabetes Program. Again, if you want to lose your money to Mark and Jeremy, go ahead and enter. But if you feel like you can beat us, bring it on. Let me find a camera. Which one's the close-up camera? This one. Bring it on.
Okay, now do it like Hulk Hogan.
Brother! If you want to beat me, brother, bring it on. It's funny you mentioned that. I saw a Facebook video this weekend of like a little 8-year-old meeting Hulk Hogan, and they're going back and forth. So
I want to check that one out. But that's one I'm going to check out too on this video playback. So if you see that, check it out tomorrow.
If you want to step up here in Seminole, Oklahoma at the Jafigny Wellness Center, come down August the 11th. Brother!
Oh, man. Oh, those days. I tell you what. Good job. Good job.
Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and hang my head in shame, but we'll be okay.
Fitness challenge. Those folks down there at the diabetes center. I mean, they really putting their heart and soul out on what they do, and they really enjoy what they do. So y'all get out there and encourage them. I know last night I drove by the diabetes center, and they had the family ongoing. It's Mondays and Thursdays, the family fitness challenge, and there was a group of families that were out there and outside the center. And like, man, all right, all right, from 5:45, 6:45 every Monday and Thursday.
And kids can go to that.
Kids can go to that. It's highly encouraged. Yep. So they're doing really great, wonderful things down there.
They owe me big after that.
We got some jobs. Got some jobs coming up too. You got that one, and I'll take this one over here. So go ahead and start that. We got some jobs coming up. Again, this information will be posted on the tribal website and our Facebook, and we have some contact numbers with them. So get your pencil.
All right. So this one is the Housing Authority of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma. They are looking for a development clerk. The responsibilities include, but are not limited to, establishing and maintaining all files related to the program and assist in preparation of bidder packets, deals with contractors, assist in scheduling. An application for employment can be found at hasnok.org. Again, that's the Housing Authority, Seminole Nation, Oklahoma.org, hasnok.org. Submit your application, resume, and a copy of your valid driver's license. There is a background check, motor vehicle check, and a drug screen. Submit your information to HASNOK, Attention Administrative Officer, P.O. Box 1493 or 101 South Hidgety, Wewoka, Oklahoma 74884, or email administrativeofficer@hasnok.org. or phone number 405-257-6604. The position is open until filled, so they are definitely looking for someone to hire.
All right, development clerk with HASNOC, Seminole Nation Housing Authority. All right, our current Seminole Nation office, Human Resources Office, has the following jobs open, and you may check them online at sno-nsn.gov. SNO-nsn.gov. You can check them out on the careers tab at the top. The following are full-time positions to be filled. Computer network support specialist in the IT department. You also have a court bailiff with tribal court, deputy court clerk 1, tribal court, an enrollment coordinator with tribal enrollment, environmental health specialist with environmental health, general ledger accountant, with fiscal services, heavy equipment operator with community development, lead cook at the Mission Center with Head Start program, an older American program director with OAP, and a patrol officer with the Light Horse Police. So again, those jobs are open, and they're open until filled, full-time positions with our Human Resources Department of the Seminole Nation. So give Angela a call down there, and she will hook you up. So again, I kind of want to throw this out there too. The Tribal Switchboard has been updated. You can check out and get into contact with all the departments if you're having a hard time. Contact 405, same standard number, 405-257-7200. Again, this is the main switchboard at the Tribal Complex, 405-257-7200. Be patient and listen to the keyboard prompts that they ask you for some departments. And I think number 9 is the 0 is the operator. Number 9 is the by name list of persons at work.
Or if you know the extension that you're dialing, you can just pop that in too, because our extension, I've tried calling this thing every day for the last 2 weeks just because of all the business that we do within the nation. And so, if you put in the extension, you don't have to wait for the whole gamut of information it gives you. So
immediately put in the extension upon receiving that. And again, we're 1010, so check it out. What's your extension?
9823, I believe.
9823 for language.
I'm not looking at my business card right in front of me. I usually give out my cell phone.
Me too.
Which is 405-823-3920 if you need to get in contact with us. We haven't had email for the last few days, and Adam came to the rescue for us today. So, Mado, Adam,
love
with
the
IT.
Adam. Love that Nogorzy.
About a week's worth of email in there that I need to respond back to, but Mado for letting me see it.
The Tarot office, Tribal Employment's Rights Office, has a phone number of 405-257-7200 with the extension of 5266. Has exciting news. A local construction company is hiring. Immediate job openings. Positions include construction laborer and equipment operators. Construction laborer and equipment operators with a starting pay of $15 an hour. No experience needed. Will train on the job site. Please contact CP3 Enterprise Construction and ask for Kent Walker. If you're interested in becoming a construction laborer and equipment operator, no experience necessary. Contact Kent at 580-220-4000. That's Kent Walker at 580-220-4000. 580-222-4000. Once hired, please contact Tarot Department for gas and clothing assistance. This is information from Vashonda Carter, Director of Tarot Department, with Donetta Lena assisting. So
I like to add on to that too. I know I keep adding on the stuff, Bo, but
no.
When I was checking my emails today, I noticed one come in from WIOA, from Emma Wesley Watson.
Yeah.
So it says, attention, if you're a Native American and live in Seminole County and have a desire to improve your job skills or learn a new job skill, make an appointment to visit the Job Placement and Training Office. We are located at the Old Bingo Hall at the Miccosukee Mission, south of Seminole. Now is the time to prepare for fall classes in your future. Full-time, part-time, or short-term courses are available. So their goal is to help you reach your goals. So you can reach the Education Employment Counselor, Doris Smith, at 405-234-5288 or 405-234-5289. And like I said, Emma Wesley Harjo is the director out there. So,
all right. The Seminole Nation got a bunch of applications here. Let me go over real quick this other job listing. This is from SINDOC. Again, all this information has been posted on the Seminole Nation Oklahoma website and social media, but there's a lot of jobs here from SINDOC. Revenue audit clerk, players club attendant, security officer, environmental services lead, facility maintenance, slot shift lead supervisor, security officer, drop count clerk, and EVS night shift. slot shift
Whoa.
supervisor, EVS attendant, security manager, EVS lead, food and beverage attendant. Ooh, main banker, security officer, cage cashier. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
I seen Dennis putting that finger on that data dump over there.
Does it count if I say it in Muskogee? No.
Boy, people would be surprised how easy it is to get tongue-tied on the radio.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. So we got all those jobs. Again, those are SynDoc jobs. Check them out on SynDoc social media, and they do also have a website. So check them out. A lot of jobs. And you know what? I got to say this too, man. There's a lot of jobs that, it may not be something that everybody's just trying to make a go at it. Support people that are trying to look for jobs. Don't be tearing each other down. If somebody's trying to look for a job, help them out. Don't be tearing them down. I hate to say that because I seen something on social media that really got under my skin, and I usually don't let that happen. But anyway,
I mean, it pays the same bills. So.
Right. There are people out there trying to get some help. Let's help them up. We got some scholarship information and some, actually, these are some downloadable forms that you can go or hard copies at the complex entrance. Higher education is located at 630 North Main. And then the Judgment Fund clothing application. These are some hard copies you can pick up at these offices. We do have the Seminole Nation BIA scholarship. It is the deadline to submit this is September 14th. So they can be downloaded under the Services tab, Higher Education, Adult Education Program. Disbursements are based on availability of funds. Only original or downloaded applications will be processed. No emailed, faxed, or copied applications will be accepted. So you can mail your completed applications to Seminole Nation of Higher Ed and check it out.
And we have a funeral service announcement for Chris McGeezy. The memorial service will be Thursday, July 22nd, 2021 at the Indian Nations Baptist Church in Seminole, Oklahoma. The memorial service will start at 2 p.m. And then clothing assistant program applications are being accepted between August 1st and September 30th. So that is almost time to start filling those out again this year.
Yep. We do have the Seminole election runoff, like you mentioned earlier, August 7th. The polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So that's ongoing. I did have some information here. Another date to remember, Thursday, August 26th. August 26th is at 7 p.m. is the special called General Council meeting, which is addressing the recent council petition. That is August 26th at 7 p.m. My understanding it will be a virtual Zoom meeting, but of course it will be broadcast again. The next regular General Council meeting will be held September 4th at 10 a.m., and that will begin with the swearing in of the recently elected officials. So again, the regular General Council meeting will be held September 4th. Some election news talking about the upcoming election. Absentee voters that voted in the general election do not have a deadline to submit their absentee ballots, but please remember your ballot has to be back to the ballot P.O. box by the last mail run on election day. Consider the Postal Service and their timelines. And general election absentee voters should have received a request form in the mail with a return envelope. The election service provided this service, and they sent these out last Monday. We apologize for any delay. And if you have any questions, please contact Sue at the office, election board office, or check out the Seminole Nation website election page for any downloadable forms that you may need. Again, contact Sue if you have any question at 405-652-0195, 405-652-0195, or email electionboard, one word, electionboard at sno-nsn.gov. And I did have some more information. We'll go ahead and roll out here, start winding up. I got a picture here this morning, and I'm gonna hold it up, but it's a gospel group called the Seminole Boys, and for those of you familiar in the area and remember back in the day, these were a group of young men that roamed the area and shared the gospel through song. And I looked at it, and I seen it, and I just remember we got one viewer who's up in Canada, Alan Amartley. He used to work at the Seminole Museum many years back. Was active in the band back in the day, but that's his dad. That's his dad. He was one of the Reverend Alex Amartley, and so I seen that. And just brought some good vibrations, and it was a good picture. And I want to thank Lucy Martha Post Oak for sending that. That's pretty neat.
Just real quick, these guys right here helped make me like music and go into music when I was a kid and growing up. Yep. Yeah. And this guy right here, Keno King, that guy right there, he would take time to talk with me, and he had that real deep voice. That he was the bass singer, right? And we would go to Florida, and almost all the way there and all the way back, we would just be on that CB radio, and he'd be talking to that deep voice like that, but more the good guys and good peoples as well.
Yeah. That's things like that. When I saw that, it just brought back really good memories and where they used to travel around this area and what I remember from it. But I just don't throw that out there. Just ended up on a good note. And you play bass?
Yeah, I play bass. I don't sing bass. But there's another guy, Harry Douglas. He was the drummer at one point, and he would always play for him, and we'd always get invited to go out anytime that they were out. And so we been at a few functions with them, and man, it really shaped who I was and what I wanted to do when I grew up. So owe them guys a lot of props.
Very good. And just think, somewhere out there, there's going to be a picture like that of Delaney and Mark, and there are people going to see it and be inspired by that. Just
Delaney's over there with a tear in his eye right now.
Can we have a gratuitous Delaney Pinnock sighting? All right. I think we about wrapped it up. You got anything else? Did we miss anything?
No, I think I'm good.
That was pretty quick. I'm going to take these headphones off, let my hair poof out. So with that, we're going to call it a day. Be nice, be kind to one another. Think like a nation, not like a reservation. Just think like be who you are. Be all you can be. And let's lift each other up and make it a great day. Make it a great week. And we'll see y'all next week. So for that, we're here at KWSH Studios. I'd like to thank everybody here, Dennis and the crew, for making it a great day. Mark, glad you're back.
Gee, Josh.